Did you feel any time that sometimes that when you started to have this project to hold this project, to hold hand by hand, yeah, and get straight with it, did you feel that uh, it help you to get engaged in your English, to develop, to get better your English, to get in another level. I mean, how did you feel this connection when you started to make this project, to take ahead this project?
Yeah, so I remember the first episode. I was so terrified because I had no idea how to use a microphone. So I had to learn how to use a microphone. And then
Mm-hmm.
after that, when it comes the episodes where I would interview people, so I had no idea how to conduct an interview and how interview people, what the right questions to. So yeah, I had to learn so many new skills. So I really challenged myself to keep improving my English, and I can totally see the results. I don't know if you listen to the first episode. I don't know if you will
Yeah,
notice that
yeah.
I'm kind of nervous
I
and
heard,
also
I've heard some of them. Yeah.
yeah. But each episode, I started to feel more confident and more comfortable. So yeah, right now I am kind of used to it, and I received a lot of, not a lot, some feedback on the
Yes.
Instagram account of my podcast that I decided to start to record season two and have good time and continue to practice my English, interview people, and helping others. And yeah, I can't believe if I look back that I already have 8 episodes available, I guess. Um, yeah, that's
Wow.
it.
So nice. And tell me a little more about the future expectations inside this project. How long do you expect to take this project ahead, or to take this project higher? What's your what's your mindset for this project? What's your future vision actually for this project?
Hmm.
That's
Yeah.
why I wanted to know.
Yeah, right now it's like a passion project. So I have this as an excuse for me to
Yeah.
take part of my day to keep working on my English and also connecting with other people, which I think is the
Yes.
best part. So I had the incredible opportunity to meet people from so many different countries, people from different cultures, which was incredible. And I got inspired with their stories, and this encouraged me to continue. And yeah, so for example, my future with this project is maybe to create a website. I'm working on it right now because I didn't mention about it in my introduction, but I'm also learning web development, so I know some coding skills. So it,
Yes, sir.
this is another thing that I always say to people. So I know there are a lot of people who are here, they are learning English. So if you guys are listening to it, you guys should try to create a project if you want to
Sure,
improve your
certainly,
English.
certainly.
So, for example, my excuse for the podcast it was so
Yeah,
okay. I can
yeah,
screen. Awesome.
yeah,
Uh, okay, so what I was talking about, I don't remember.
yeah. Did
Oh,
you
about the future
you forget it?
project, right?
Yes,
Okay, so yeah,
yes.
the future project is to try to continue doing this. So the good news is that I'm already planning the second season. So I have some guests on my list, including you. So guys, if you want to
Wow,
hear Francis' story, you need to check it out, the season two of
thanks.
my podcast.
Hey, hey,
Um,
guys. Let me tell you, guys. Let me tell you in advance that I've received an invite here from Mr. Tchales to be in the next podcast. All right. Yeah, I'm afraid I will not be able to tell you exactly where it's gonna be, the day will be available, but certainly I'll tell you. All right, guys. Yeah. By the
awesome.
way, did you prepare the subject we're going to discuss about? we're going to talk about the your podcast. You told me you will tell me
Yes,
the subject.
I already have a script, but for each guest, I try to prepare something different because the stories they are different. So I
Yeah,
usually don't ask the all the people the same
surely,
questions. But
surely.
yeah, I think we are gonna record this next week. I already have some calls, but in the other week for sure. Let's try to make it work. And I think the
Wow.
episode are gonna be available. I don't know, September or
Wow, I'm excited.
October.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited to do my first podcast.
Yeah. So my
Yeah.
podcast it is the first podcast for a lot of people. So
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is really
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I've already participated in a lot of videos. Just made a lot of projects in English, but not a unique podcast. All right, then that's why I'm so excited, man. Because
Hmm.
it's like I said, like I told you in beginning of our conversation, that I often see a lot of people making a lot of projects in English, but not usually making recording, working with voice. All right, you know what I mean, working with podcasts. Such a nice interesting project, man.
Yeah, you should start
Yeah.
a podcast. I really encourage you to start a podcast because I did a lot of research, and this guy that I talked about, Pat Flynn, he's a really excellent speaker, and also he is a huge, what is the word, influencer in the podcasting
Yeah.
space. So I learned a lot from him, and also one of the things that he always says is that audio is the future. So as you said, sometimes you go out for a walk or
Yeah,
for a
yeah.
run, and you listen
And
to a
I'm not be
podcast.
able to watch a video. I cannot.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I want to hear something going. Yeah,
yeah.
going.
So the reality is that people are getting busier and busier. So usually people don't have too much free time.
Don't have too much
So
time. Yeah, to get
yeah.
started, to get stuck with. Yeah, to stuck with something. Hi, Marcelo.
Oh, I
Hi,
saw
bro.
the last live that I watched was from
Marcelo.
Marcelo.
Yeah,
His story
Marcelo.
is really amazing.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I used
Hi,
Cambly in
Marcelo.
the past. Um, he
Yeah,
told the story that he started to use Cambly to improve his English. So he had the
yeah.
courage to put Cambly on
Wow,
YouTube. Um,
Marcelo's story is very excited because he gets started by in the clue, you know, in the blue, out of the blue, he say, oh no, I want to start, I want to practice my listening, my abilities, my skill. I want to start. Yeah, and he was starting making the getting the videos from Cambly and posting his YouTube channel and going ahead, taking ahead, keep up this project. And now it's like you told me, you have started, but you ended up not continuing with your project. And I guess May, you say May, yeah, you get try to recover this project and get ahead. So that's the way. That's the way, bro.
yeah,
Yeah,
thank
cause
you. So yeah, I really encourage you to maybe sometime in the future you should start a podcast. So as I was told you, audio is the future and people are getting busier and busier. So we don't have too much free time. So as we were talking about, podcast is something that it's really easy to consume. So for example, if you go to the gym or if you are cleaning your house, you can listening to a podcast. And when I first started to listening to podcasts, I fell in love with this kind of media because I've been learning so much. You can find everything through podcast. And another thing, for example, this guy Pat Flynn that I already mentioned, he always
mm-hmm.
compare. For example, if you would like to start a YouTube channel, for example, YouTube, there is 34 millions of channels. So there is a lot. So if we
That's
compare,
curious.
Yeah,
That's
if we
curious.
compare with,
Comparing to podcasts, how many you have?
we just reached 1 million of podcasting, so it's not too much.
No, but in English, especially in English, or all over the world?
In total, all around the world, just
Oh,
1
yeah.
million. So if you
Wow.
want, for example, if you want to build your brand or sell your services, you can use this media. Because, for example, on YouTube, usually people spend like 10 minutes or 15 minutes maximum on YouTube. And podcast, the average of time that people spend is 30 minutes to an hour. So it's like it's an intimate format. People are listening to you for a long time. So you can build the
Yeah.
relationship with your audience. So this is perfect for you who are teaching English. You can sell your services, you can get sponsors. For example, this app that I'm using, it's called Anchor. Anchor, it is the easiest way to make a podcast, so it's free. It's an
What
app,
is this?
so
The kind of what?
it's an
It's a
app.
kind of what?
It's an app.
It's a platform?
It's
Something
an
like
app.
that?
It's an app that you can
Yeah.
download on your phone. But also you can
No, yeah.
use, yeah, you can also use Anchor on your computer. So this makes, when I found out about it, I thought, oh man, yeah, this is so easy to make a podcast nowadays. We have no excuses because
Wow. Wow.
Anchor do everything for you. You can record on your
It's
phone.
easier to, yeah, you make a,
And also, for
yeah.
example, you can upload and this app will distribute all of your episodes to each platform. So Spotify,
Mm-hmm.
Google Podcast, Apple Podcast. So you don't have too much work to distribute in these platforms. You do everything. You just need to,
Wow.
yeah, you just need to record and edit the audio
Tell
and then
me,
upload.
tell me, in which platforms you get it available? Usually, Spotify, what,
Google Podcast, Apple
Google Podcast.
Podcast, Anchor,
Wow.
and there's so much more that this app distributes
Woo.
for every platform. So it's incredible. So for example, Google nowadays it's on podcast. So for example, if you type
Yes.
stories of language learners on Google, you will see my
You
podcast on
may
Google
get
Podcast,
available on Google Podcast. Yeah.
and it's
But the
free.
most familiar for us is, I guess, is Spotify. You know,
Yeah, usually
the
here
top
in Brazil
the
is
top one
Spotify. Yeah,
is Spotify.
yeah, but people from Europe and USA, I think they use Apple Podcast, but yeah, it doesn't matter because you just upload in one place and this app will distribute in everything. You don't have to pay anything.
Yeah.
It's free. Um, but wo-
Marcelo tá dizendo aí, it's amazing podcast. Aí eu respondi, ó, podcast é amazing, bro. Congratulations, brothers. Leandro, obrigado, viu? Obrigado, Leandro. É, valeu aí, Sérgio. Valeu, obrigado. Evandro, obrigado. Good to practice my listening. Ok, o podcast é bom para praticar o listening. É, muito bom. É. Yeah, go ahead.